This is David. Take a look at his nose.
Oh, I mean, I can't even wrap my brain around the anatomy. I mean, it's like a melted wax.
I was going to say
out
more
of
of a sledgehammer to the side of his nose.
Is that really something that can be fixed?
I don't know.
Even by you?
My mother had an IUD, and she got pregnant with me, so I'm the 1%. So.
And she called you a disaster?
No, she did not. That was my daughter. When I was forming in the womb, somehow the IUD had come and pushed up against my face and deformed my nose.
No kidding.
Yeah.
How would you know that, or how would the doctor even know that? When you were born, was there anything else wrong with you besides the nose?
No. For the first couple years of my life, my nose had no structure, no cartilage. I've had 2 surgeries, one when I was 5. They had taken rib, and they started building up a structure in my nose.
At the age of 5?
Yeah.
That surgery alone can cause a problem with the growth plates in your nose and even growing. That might have prohibited some of your growth.
And then I had a second follow-up surgery, which did essentially the same thing, but kind of made it a little bit bigger. But when I hit about 13 years old, I noticed things kind of shifted into the position that it is now. That's when kind of the headaches started. But I've been to a neurologist and couldn't find anything wrong with me.
And you're still having these same exact headaches now?
I do, yeah.
Your septum is pushed all the way over to your right side, blocking 100% of your airway. The only time I've seen someone get relief from headaches is when I saw the septum so badly deviated that it's touching the side of the wall in the turbinates. Here it looks like it's touching everything. I would hope that you get some relief. However, you are going to be one of these patients, which is rare for me to say, that I really don't know exactly what's happening inside your nose until I go in surgery. So I cannot give you a plan right now except take rib cartilage, open up your nose, look and see what's going on, and start from there. There's something called a bifid nose. David has what we call a bifid cleft nose, which means that the nose is actually split into 2, and that's why it's very wide. So what I need to do is build up the right side to make the nose appear more symmetric. So he's wide even here. However, unfortunately, it's still going to be a little wide, but it's going to look a lot better. And this bone feels like it's either pushed in or gone. So our goal is to build up the right side of your nose. So we have to mold and kind of use some putty from your rib, basically. Pretty much, I have to do some sculpturing in there.
Right.
All right?
Do some artwork.
We're going to do it for you. For David's surgery, I will start by opening the nose, while Dr. Peng harvests rib. We will remove the rib that was used in his previous surgeries and then assess the anatomy of his nose. Next, we will fix his deviated septum to open his airway and use spreader grafts to push out the collapsed bone on the right side of his nose. Next, we will use a septal extension graft to lengthen the tip. And finally, a right alar batten graft to add structure to his nasal valve, hopefully leaving David with a more normal-looking nose.
Before my surgery, my nose was absolute trash. It wasn't symmetrical, it was shifted to the left. I couldn't breathe, and I was having horrible headaches. I hated looking in the mirror, and I thought that my deformed nose was all that people would see when they'd look at me. But now, not only did Dr. Nassif give me a symmetrical, functional, and good-looking nose, but I'm no longer the family IUD disaster.